Hey, good morning, everyone, and happy Monday to you. I hope your week is off to a great start. And if you're watching this message, then you are truly blessed indeed. Look, I want to give you a quick word of encouragement and some advice at the same time. So the topic I want to talk today about is friends. How many of us have them? Ones you can depend on. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Friends are people that will tell you the truth and that will be there for you. They are your ride or die. Look, in modern times, we loosely use that word friends all the time. Look, friends are not people that you hang out with at church or social with, and maybe even have some good conversations with. Friends are not acquaintances. Friends are not necessarily co-workers. Okay, now let's look at what the Bible says a friend is. Looking at Proverbs 18 and 24, and I'm going to read it off here to make sure I get it right. Proverbs 18 and 24, NIV, it says, "One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin. But there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." Now, that's mind-boggling to me, a friend that sticks closer than a brother. Well, I'm like, okay, I know Jesus would fit that description, but the Bible gives us people here, the Lord gives us people here, on earth. People that are there for us in a time of need, people who are there for us even when things are going well and we think we got it going on, but they are there to pull our coattails. So the Bible says there's a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Now, I want you to really just stop and marinate on that for a second. Now, you think about your friends, they didn't grow up in the house with you, but your sibling, you share the same mother, you got the same DNA running through your body. Y'all even look alike. You ate the same food, sometimes you even shared the same room. Your sibling, this is the person you grew up with. I mean, you've got a closer tie to them than probably any other person in the world from a DNA perspective, okay? But the Bible says there's a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Look, I got some friends that I grew up with and I can count them on one hand. I can count them on one hand. So I'm challenging you to do this today. With all of the stuff that we've got going on in the world, we have no time to waste time, okay? We have no time to waste time. I had to say that again. Because with all of the things that's going on in the political realm, things that's going on the geopolitical scene, things that are going on in the spirit realm, there is just no time to waste time on people who are really not your friends. I'm going to tell you what else the Bible says about people like that versus people who are truly your friends. Let's look at Proverbs 27 and 6. It says, "Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses." So there are going to be people whom you thought were your friends. They're all in your face, or as the young people say, they're playing in your face. And you think, hey man, this person's a good person. They're really down for me. They always got an encouraging word to say. But when they leave your presence, they're actually the same person who is tearing you down or doing things to bring you down. A friend is going to tell you things that you don't want to necessarily hear. You may not necessarily appreciate it at the time, but they're telling you the truth, and it's coming from a genuine place. It's coming from a place of love because they care about your well-being. Look, I'll give you an example. I got some people that I have known. We are very cordial, and even at one point in time, I considered them a friend. I kind of loosely threw that word around. I considered them a friend. But then when we started having some deeper conversations and going underneath the surface, I found out that a lot of their political beliefs did not align with not only my political beliefs, but didn't align with my biblical beliefs. And I learned that if a person was capable of doing certain things that was contrary to my well-being and to my people's well-being, and it would impact people that I know and love only because it benefited them, that is a person that you cannot trust. Oh yeah, they got removed from the friend zone. So I want you to take inventory. And I don't care, it may be politics, it may be something else, but I truly want you to take inventory of who you call friends, and I want you to start qualifying and disqualifying people. Doesn't mean they're bad people, they're just not for you. They're just not for you. No hard feelings, but we don't have time to waste time. So look, I don't know who I'm speaking to this morning. I hope that encouraged you, but I do think it's time for us to take a serious look at our circle and let's tighten it up. All right, y'all take care. Have a great week. I'm gonna press the button. Y'all take care.